Portland mayor and Oregon governor Neil Goldschmidt has died. This is confirmed by our news partners at Willamette Week. He became disgraced in 2004 when he admitted to repeatedly raping a 14-year-old girl while he was mayor of Portland in the 70s. Steve Dunn spoke to Willamette Week's Nigel Jaquiss, who was the reporter to break that story back in 2004.
Here to talk about former Portland mayor and Oregon governor Neil Goldschmidt, Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter Nigel Jaquiss with Willamette Week. Nigel, thanks for coming on the program. I know you're on vacation now, but thank you for taking the time. In 2004, you broke the story about Neil Goldschmidt and the sexual abuse of a teenager. Remind folks what you uncovered at that time.
He had been mayor in the 70s for 6 years, then he was governor from 87 to 91, and he was working in 2004 to help a group of investors buy Portland General Electric when we started just sort of reporting on him, what had he done since leaving the governor's office, and that ultimately led me to a story of his having sexually abused a young teenager when he was mayor way back in the 70s.
And this was a babysitter, is that correct?
That's right. She was a family friend and had babysat for his children, and this sexual abuse, it was statutory rape, began when she was 13 or 14 years old, and Goldschmidt was mayor. Was
there ever an attempt to file charges against Goldschmidt?
By the time we reported this story in 2004, the statute of limitations on the sexual abuse had long expired. So he was forced to resign a number of positions he held at that time, but he was never charged with a crime.
What happened to the victim? Do you know?
She had been a straight-A student at St. Mary's, a very promising young woman. And unfortunately, his trajectory went up and hers went down. She suffered from mental illness, substance abuse, ultimately went to prison for a time and died tragically in 2011 at the age of 49. So her life did not go well.
What have you learned today about Goldschmidt's death?
Well, my understanding for some time is that he has struggled with health issues. I understand that he died today at his home in Southwest Portland from heart troubles. He had been ill off and on for some time, although, I've spoken to people within the past 6 months who've met with him and who said he was still very mentally sharp, but I think his health was not good for some time.
Describe Neil Goldschmidt before the downfall. What did Oregonians think about him, and what did his future look like at that time?
Well, Goldschmidt became mayor. He was the youngest big city mayor in America in the 1970s. So he was elected mayor in 1973. And he really helped turn Portland from kind of a sleepy backwater that was not on the national agenda to a real national leader, particularly with transportation. You'll remember that he and his allies took money that was supposed to go to building a freeway and instead built one of the nation's first light rail systems, and that really put Portland on the map. In fact, so much so that Jimmy Carter, who was president in the late 1970s, pulled Goldschmidt out of City Hall and made him a cabinet member. He was Jimmy Carter's Secretary of Transportation before he was 40. Came back to Oregon, made some money working for Nike at a senior level, and was elected governor in 1986. And he really began the streak of Democratic governors that continues to this day. I think that the terrible things that Neil Goldschmidt did to this young woman will be his legacy, but his legacy also includes, I think, really having been a very successful mayor, a successful governor, a real leader. In fact, he was on the map nationally. David Broder, who was for a long time the Washington Post's lead political columnist, at one time put Goldschmidt along with a young man named Bill Clinton and New Jersey Governor Thomas Keene as the three governors, Democratic governors in the 80s who he thought would someday be in the White House.
Nigel Jaquiss, Willamette Week, thanks for taking the time with us today. We appreciate it very much.